You got the audio? All right, we're gonna get started. Buju Gakina, Ogima Kwe Nicole Boyd and Jinikaz, Gama Squabi Kong and Dunjaba, Mong and Dudame. I am Nicole Boyd. Good evening, everybody. I'm currently serving as your chairwoman of Musquabi Kong. It's my honor to welcome you here tonight and share the annual report for fiscal year 2024. First, we switch to LW staff for the meal. And next, I would really like to recognize Stan Schrock. He said don't do it, but I'm still gonna do it. Stan is our communications staff member. He's a one-man department. And he's done an outstanding job putting our report together and capturing great information and moments for us. He's very skilled and shows great dedication to our community. Can we please give him a round of applause? This report represents priorities within Red Cliff's comprehensive plan and other guiding documents adopted by previous and current leadership to ensure our nation has strategic direction, action plans, and measurable goals. We're proud to share accomplishments, our struggles, and some photos of our beautiful Anishinaabe relatives throughout the document. The Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior Chippewa membership is strong at 8,041 people living on, near, and off the reservation. We remain the youngest and fastest growing population in the aging Bayfield County. While most of the data you see within this report represents the 1,300 members living on or near the reservation, I want to point out that about half of our membership lives throughout Wisconsin and the other half lives outside of the state. The tribe maintains a jurisdiction of about 23 square miles within the reservation and land ownership of approximately 14,500 acres. The Tribal Council is your 9-member elected governing body holding fiscal and legal responsibility of our nation. The chair, vice chair, and treasurer are full-time positions with daily oversight of operations, working directly with the Tribal Administration Liaison, Alana, and over 600 employees, committees, boards, and volunteers. You will see in the report there were several organizational changes in 2024 to accommodate the growing needs, become more efficient in service delivery, and improve our overall operations. I'd first like to highlight the tribal census work completed in 2023 and its significant importance. It yielded a 90% response rate thanks to the work of the field staff and willing participation of tribal households. This data represents Red Cliff wholeheartedly and is foundational to evaluating needs, progress, and resource dedication. Here are a few notable changes from the 2018 census results compared to the 2023 results that show proof we're on the right track. Permanent employment rates increased by 3.3%. Unemployment rates decreased by 2%. Median household income increased by $6,000 per year. Overcrowding housing rate decreased by 1%. Health services continues to be the largest division of services and programs. 2,914 different patients received care at the Red Cliff Community Health Center in 2024. They recently opened the new EMS facility and are operating with state-of-the-art equipment and vehicles. I'm proud to share they hosted EMT and EMR classes as part of a collaboration with LCO University to train and retain qualified professionals and plan to continue doing so to maintain this vital service. Miigwech to all of our volunteers. The upcoming new build of a wellness center is a long time coming for our community. It will provide critical prevention and recovery services to address our ongoing chronic health conditions. The facility and business plan are being designed to ensure sustainability and cultural responsiveness to improve the health outcomes of our membership. The Boys and Girls Club had a fantastic staff providing exciting youth services throughout the year. Although Dusty, Chantel, Geo, and Dayton are not there any longer, I want to express gratitude to them for their care of our youth. They facilitated awesome trips for the youth that will be memories forever. Miigwech and we know they will thrive in their new roles, and the kids would welcome them back to chaperone anytime. You'll see in the report that Elder Services had some major programs in the last year that supported home renovations, the dining hall got a makeover, and many trips with Sam happened. We continue to plan for aging in place and long-term care, including an assisted living facility so our elders can be with their community and relatives. The tremendous effort put into food sovereignty in the last year is remarkable. The farm produced and procured local and traditional foods that were distributed to nearly all households on and near the reservation. This includes fresh caught fish, maple syrup, berries, veggies, and fruits of all sorts, and over $27,000 of wild rice. As you will see from the report, the Treaty Natural Resource Division is doing amazing work to ensure the preservation, protection, enhancement, and sustainability of our natural resources and treaty rights. This includes their active participation in many cultural events, wildlife monitoring programs, and record-breaking hatchery production. They also have reacted to the rising cost of managing a waste transfer station, and ongoing threats of mining and wolf delisting. The fire department had some leadership changes, but also endeavored the long process of procuring a new fire truck. There's photos in the report. Miigwech to the past council who saw this as a priority investment, and to our volunteer fire department who are taking the time to get trained and ensure our asset is properly managed. Law enforcement, busy with ongoing drug issues and investigations, child welfare and domestic violence, and the many other challenges they're faced with. They're excited to be preparing for a transition to a new building in the near future, the first ever functioning and purposeful police station that Red Cliff will have. I want to thank Sheriff Tony Williams for his willingness to support our department when we have had low staff, training and investigational needs, and his overall care for our community. It does not go unnoticed. The Public Works Division saw major changes last year with new leadership, new departments, and oversight of many major projects. Facilities maintenance now manages over 45 buildings and properties, with several more scheduled to come online this year. The Roads Department was blessed to welcome desperately needed additional staff to meet the needs, rebuild trust from the community, and build a reputation of a high-quality response to our transportation needs. Housing, housing, housing. We all know this is a major priority and important to diversifying our workforce and tribal members returning home. The land lease cleanup project, several homeowner repair programs, and new housing development is an ongoing partnership between the Housing Authority and tribal programs. Housing is all of our responsibility, and we're excited to share and welcome back Cheryl Cloud to our team as the Executive Director of the Housing Authority. Before transitioning to finances, I would like to share some information about the Education Division. The Ojibwe-Moan Teacher Training Program transitioned to the Education Division last year and continues to show that this model of growing our own teachers is desired and effective. Not only are these trainees expanding their teaching skills, They're immersed in learning advanced Ojibwe Moen. Chimigwich to their dedication, what you saw earlier from Zach is a direct result of his participation as a teacher trainee, and Marky, our instructor over here. The challenge remains to find and retain qualified early childhood teachers for the ECC and our child care center. We continue to tell state and federal officials that we have a model that works to grow our teachers and to please help us fund it. We remain committed to quality early childhood services through the ZHB home visiting program, the ECC, and expanding child care services. In fiscal year 2024, the tribe managed approximately $156.5 million. This was an increase of over $18 million compared to fiscal year 2023. It includes a significant amount of American Rescue Plan Act federal funds that will be exhausted over the next 2 years. You'll also see in the report a pie chart. It shows the funding types the tribe received, which is over 86% federal funding, about 5% state funds, 2.5% other funds such as foundations and grant sources, and about 6% discretionary revenues such as tax and interest earnings. The tribe remains largely reliant on non-tribal funds, some legally binding by the federal government via treaties, to provide vital services to our membership. However, we must develop serious long-term financial investment goals to become more self-sufficient. We are evaluating investment strategies and revenue diversification needs to do this now. Having the treasurer as a full-time position to focus on the tribe's financial health has shown to be a great investment already, and we hope to have more progressive information to report next year to the membership on our financial sustainability goals. We chose to be very transparent in the report on the status of our debt services. This includes debts owed to the tribe and debts we owe. You'll see that we have outstanding loans on the water sewer treatment facility, the health center, and the Legendary Waters. We remain extremely thankful to Shakopee Mi'kmaq Sioux Nation for their generosity while we seek solutions to resolve our debt service. A task no former councils or leaders have achieved, but we remain committed to working with Shakopee to find one. Regarding the tribe's economic impact, I want to emphasize that while we may not have tons of gaming revenue stimulating the economy, we can be proud to say that we're still huge contributors. In 2024, the government dispersed over $19 million in payroll expenses and has $44 million in construction projects in process. This doesn't include Legendary Waters, the Housing Authority, and BDC personnel costs that increase that number also. As far as our tribal enterprises go, we can share that the Business Development Corporation had an outstanding year. They operated both the Buffalo Bay Store and Red Cliff Storage Company with positive net revenues, provided employment to 20 tribal members, and significantly paid down debt they owed to the tribe. All this while working hard on a low-risk, high-reward business plan for the new Buffalo Bay Store, scheduled to break ground this year on the former Alvista Casino site. The BDC and tribe are also focused on trying to support more entrepreneurship and tribal member-owned businesses. In the last year, you may have seen many attempts to provide resources and technical support. This is expected to continue and grow as we seek to develop the commercial zone and the former Alvista Casino site. Legendary Waters Resort and Casino provided employment for about 100 staff. They saw slight increases in slot and hotel revenues, but continued to see its steadfast operation as food and beverage providers. They also provided space for many important community events, such as the ECC graduation, Kids Christmas, and many popular fundraiser bingos. We continue to seek highly qualified leadership for LW, a promising business strategy, and solutions to the debt on the facility. We have many relationships and partners throughout Indian Country who work with us on local and national needs. However, I'd like to highlight a few in particular that I feel have had the greatest results in helping meet the tribe's goals. The Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission did outstanding work to update their comprehensive plan in 2024, providing ample opportunity for the tribe to give input and feedback on how they can best serve and partner with us to preserve and protect our treaty rights. It's impressive when an agency works with the tribes, listens to them, and follows through. Glifwick has lived up to this mission. The Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa has been in step with us on the immersion teacher training program journey. Steph Julian, their education director, she's remarkable and been an active member of our team to address Ojibwe-Moyne revitalization and preservation. Naomi Tilson and our Natural Resource Department have also worked on many projects together, including with the DNR. We want to thank Chairman Blanchard for our continued collaborative efforts because we are stronger when we stand united. Lastly, I want to recognize the School District of Bayfield, led by tribal member Dr. Beth Papp. Although I am the president of the Board of Education, I take no credit in the enormous amount of leadership it takes to operate our schools every day and care for our most precious asset, our children. It's because of the relentless effort that Ms. Papp puts in to advocate for our students and families, of which the tribe is eternally grateful. Together, we launched the first ever Ojibwe-Moyne immersion program throughout the Ojibwe immersion program throughout the existence of this school. And I love saying this part. I'm super proud to report there are more children enrolled in Ojibwe-Moyne immersion than English immersion. I only got 2 more sentences. Holy, I wasn't thinking I was going to get emotional. This administration is deeply committed to prioritizing community. We understand that our strength lies in our unity and shared experiences. We've actively worked to create opportunities for connection and celebration throughout the year. 2 shining examples of this commitment are the Red Cliff Annual Powwow and our Kids Christmas events. The powwow drew record-breaking crowds, showcasing the richness of our culture and the power of our traditions. In December, we saw an extraordinary turnout for our Kids Christmas events. At the gift giveaway, nearly 400 children received gifts, and over 260 participants who joined us for the Kids Christmas party. I saw Mike here, but he was the choo-choo cherry, and he was hilarious. He was the ticket guy. This was an increase of over 100 people compared to 2023. And they're not just celebrations. They're investments in our community's well-being and a reflection of our dedication to our children and families. In closing, I hope the membership sees the genuine commitment we have to being accountable, showing impact, and evaluating effective practices. The Tribal Council remains dedicated to the tribe's mission of protecting the welfare of our membership, the environment, and our treaty rights. We stand here prepared to protect and exercise our nation's sovereignty while remembering the leaders and warriors that came before us who paved the way. Their ecological knowledge and sacrifices are what fuel us. We are prepared for the challenges ahead and look forward to our many successes. Chi miigwech. We weren't going to have a question and answer, but we do have many tribal council members here in the audience. I think the majority of us are here. And so we just wanted to allow them to also share any closing remarks about the annual report or this last year. And I really appreciate everybody for coming tonight. Councilman Curran. I could call everybody up one by one. Okay. Thanks, David.
Anine, I've been studying my introduction in Ojibwe for some time, and I don't have it down, but what sparked me was going over where Marky Tippo was, and I'm learning every day. So being as your councilman, I've been here the last 2 years, and I'll tell you, there's been a lot of growth, a lot of collaboration, a lot of hard work, and you can see that with your tribal leaders here, councilmen, councilwomen, and all of you as community members. I don't have nothing written down. It's sort of like my Navy days as a bosun's mate. I got it in my mind, I think about it, and I want to deliver it before I start scribbling something. I can't read my own language, right? But if you look on this last page, you know, it really sparked a lot to me about our community members, ensuring that we deliver to our ancestors and we honor everybody, not just a few. And that's how I go to work, that's how we go to work as your leaders, is we think of all of you. And miigwech.
Good evening, everyone. As usual, I didn't have anything written down either. I'm usually pretty good just talking off the cuff, but I just wanted to say one thing that the chairwoman missed, and that's her dedication to this tribe. I watch her go to work every day. I'm getting emails at 10 at night. We're exchanging emails at 5 in the morning. And a lot of the changes that have come about have been because of her vision and dedication to this, to our community here, and then in the future. She has an amazing sense of what is going on around her and what needs to be done and how to fix it. And I just kind of wanted to say that. I also want to say miigwech to a couple other individuals that are here. Stephen and Nathan, I served on the council with them. A lot of the projects you've seen right now, they were on the council. Miigwech, guys, for coming tonight. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. All our elders here, I see Larry back here. Larry's a former council member and over here. But I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming here tonight, because it is important. The stuff we're talking about is your community. It's not owned by the council. We work for the community, and we're as the chairwoman and as Dave said, we're going to continue to do that, and we're especially what's going on now. We're putting the body armor on, and we're moving forward. But miigwech, thank you, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. It's awesome to see all that are in attendance, and hopefully there is hundreds and hundreds that are watching online, watching us. I gotta tell you, when I first saw the draft of this, as a council member for the last, going on 4 years now, and having sat with the previous council members that have been on, and showed me the way as my learning process has continued on, I look at this and I'll tell you what, even though as council members, we played a pretty significant part in creating this. We moved from one thing to another. So to be able to capture this snapshot of what this actually, I read it and I'm looking at it, I'm going, literally like, damn, we did this in this year. But the reality is we did. You know, it took all of us within the council, within the community, to be able to listen to offers of suggestions or comments, you know, things that we could do better. Because we're not the masters of all. As much as I like to think Nicole is, there's always going to be parts that somebody's going to bring up to us, and then we're going to say, hey, that actually may work, and let's try it this way. So I think with the council that we have right now, we have a great and wonderful mix of the personnel. Some are tribal employees, some have been out in the world doing other things, but everybody brings their own persona to the table when we come, and we sit there with knowing that we're answering to everybody that is sitting here and everybody within our community. So what we say, what we do, how we act, that matters in the community. And I'll tell you, I'm just so damn proud to be a council member. It took me until I was 59 years old to decide I wanted to, and I'll tell you, it's been the best 4 years of my life. I hope that by the time I get done, that I leave a lasting legacy that people will respond to and say, hey, he did a good job. So, as I said, I look at the admin, which includes Laura now. The teaching moments are still there every day for me. I learn things from you guys every day, whether it's just something we're working on or just something I can do as the tribal secretary better. I'm so appreciative of it. Their door is always open. I've never really had a problem being able to get a hold of them when I need to talk about whatever it is we're talking. So I love that. You know, our numbers are in the book, or reach out to us, you know, if you got ideas, suggestions. I just want to say, you know, we're here to listen, and we'll move mountains if we can. So with that, again, much appreciated everybody that's in here, and, you know, miigwech.
I have a hot mic, so it doesn't matter where I go in the room, everyone can hear. Council Member Joe DeVoe is here, Council Member Angie Lapointe, Council Member Laura Gordon and Shania Leask. Norby.
That's okay.
Sorry, yes. And thank you to all of our wonderful membership and community members and partners for being here and listening. Miigwech.